Alright, this is my development diary for the first proper week of my time at Water Bear. And this is just going to be me explaining what I intend to do in regards to my music project. As of recent, I have come together with Avery Green and Jack Landals to form like a trio band sort of thing, and that's what I intend to hand in as my formative and my summative assessment when the time comes. I was initially planning to do a cover of a Dream Theater song, as I am, and I'm still having that. I'm still going to be working on that on the side just in case I need to whip it out last minute. So, just so I've got that little backup there, because that's a song that I've loved for years now, and I learned to play it like a while ago, not to a good standard. Like, don't get me wrong, it was tragic. But as of recent, I've been due to my technique developing and things I've been doing to improve my general ability behind the kit has really allowed me to improve my playing in that song. And it's in progress. Obviously, it's not finished at all, but I'm still working on it, and still working on it. So it's to the quality that I'd want to submit it. But yeah, I'm intending to have this project to be with Jack and Avery, so we're a little trio piece. We've had our first practice. We had it yesterday. We had a 2-hour slot at Small Pond, and we've already come up with about 2.5 minutes of a demo track. We the way that we've kind of done it is Jack and Avery have tracked guitars back at home, back in their gaff, and they've sent me the tracks with like programmed drums in them, like what they think the drums would be like. So I've gone off what they've sent the drums as, but I've added my own twist on them. For the moment, because it was our first practice, I've kept the drums very simple just so I can understand what we're doing, because we're doing it very prog. I'll explain that in a second. But when I feel more comfortable with the actual song itself, I'm going to put my own flair on it, and yeah, I'm just gonna make it my own sort of thing. But basically, what we're going to be like a progressive group, like mainly a progressive metal group, bit of gent infused sort of thing, like 7-string riffs and all that sort of stuff. I'm pretty sure we were in drop G sharp or something the other day when we were practicing, but whatever. We've got, for the start bit of the song, it's like an ambient introduction, and that's played in 5, and I'll provide the video evidence for this as well. But the starting bit's in 5, to which I'm just keep holding down the groove until we go into the next part, which is the main introduction to the main riff that I learned, and that changes to 4 on my part, but Jack plays a riff in 5, and he continues to play that polymeter over my drumming in 4, and then we come in when they meet back up on the 1. I think it meets back up once, and then it meets back up again, so there's 2. It takes, I don't know how many bars it would take, but it takes, like, it goes around once, lines back up, goes around once, lines back up again, and when it lines back up the second time, that's when we go into the main bit, which again, I'm feeling in 4, but like with my hands are playing the quarter notes on the crash, and the 4 on the snare, but my feet are hitting the 1 and 3 of a group of 5, so it'll be like 1 2 3 4 5 1 2 3 4 5 1 2 3 4 5 1 2 3 4 5 1, right? So I've got my hands doing that, and then my foot's doing that. Like, my foot's counteracting the rhythm that I'm playing on my hands as it's 5, and that continues throughout the whole thing. As of right now, I'm just following the chugs that Avery's doing on the guitar, because when we break into that main riff, Jack continues playing the riff that he was playing in the introduction, and then Avery comes in with his guitar, and he plays the 1 and 3 of the group of 5 just in chugs. So I'm following that on my bass drum for the part after the introduction. I've got this structure written down here, actually. There you go. So then we've got the main riff, which I practice to, and then we've got an extended part, which is just basically me playing the same thing, but Jack continues playing that riff the whole way through, and Avery on this next part adds another progression in, so it just adds a bit of kind of, just refreshes it a bit, so it doesn't sound like it's going on too long, and it sounds sounds pretty decent. I think it's I don't know exactly what the chords are, what the transitions are, what key we're in or whatever, but it sounds, you know, it refreshes it. It makes it sound like you're going to a different part of a song, or that part is at least developed in some way, which is good. And then after that extended part, with that new chord progression that I just mentioned, we have a breakdown part, which I then change from playing the 2 and 4 sort of thing with my left hand on the snare. I change that to half time, and the same with my right hand, but I am still following that 5 on the feet the entire way through. So I change from going on, you know, like 8th notes, down, 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 down. I change from 8th notes on the crash and 2 and 4 on the snare to them playing, I'm pretty sure, just the 3 on the snare. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I go to playing the 3 on the snare and then change my right hand to quarter notes. Down, 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 like down, down, yeah, that's it. Down, 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 like that. So that's what we have at the moment. I'm going to submit our the video of this that we have as part of this, but that's what we have at the moment. It's there's obviously a lot of room for improvement at the moment, and this doesn't have to be in for, you know, for the formative, doesn't have to be until the end of October, but it doesn't have to be completed until September, which is, no, not September, December even, which gives us a lot of time to work on it and refine it, which is great, because I'm quite surprised with how far we've come with the song already, especially given the nature of the genre as well. It's quite difficult to maneuver, and I feel like we work very well together in that context. But what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, that was it. In regards to recording my drums, I can't really do that. I don't have a mic set up behind me. Like, I've got my kit here, but I don't have a mic set up. I don't have an EAD10. I don't have anything I can use to record to a decent standard. If I record it on my phone or through my like MacBook microphone, it just wouldn't sound good at all. So what I'm doing is I'm going to compose MIDI parts that I am playing in practice. I'm gonna watch back the practice, and I'm gonna input what I play in MIDI. And I'm yet again then going to provide evidence that I can play these grooves, I have composed these grooves. I just can't actually get them recorded to a standard that would be acceptable to, like, you know, be on that track. So I'm just going to MIDI them and mess around with the MIDI and make sure the drums sound decent. And we're going to do it like that, but I'm going to make sure that whatever I put in that I can play, and I've confirmed that I can play, and I'm going to provide evidence for every part in the song, just so that backs it up, so it's not like I'm just putting in the most ridiculous, like, drum fills and grooves that I can possibly think of, and then when I come to play them, it's like, yeah, I don't know what that even is, sort of thing. So I'm gonna make sure that I know every single groove and fill that I input in MIDI to submit for the formative. But yeah, that's the idea that we've got at the moment. Me, Jack and Avery is a little trio, being in a progressive metal context. So yeah, this is I'm on the 25th of December right now. It is Friday. We're going to be rehearsing again next week. I'm going to be recording every rehearsal that we have. I'm going to narrow it down. Like, I'm probably going to record the entire thing, and then I'm just going to narrow down little bits that we do, so I can take them back and I can work on those ideas for possibly future songs as well. Not part of the assessment, but songs in general. And then what we're working on, obviously, to submit for uni, I'm also going to be taking back and rehearsing here. So yeah, that's the plan at the moment. And yeah, I will do another entry next week, and I will update you on how far we've come on. I'll provide more videos for that, as I said, and yeah, there we go.